And now, what everybody loves, most of these, all of these works you've seen, really, I haven't used anything else in a long time, have come from Faber-Castell. Like the sign says, it's been since 1761. That's how long I've been using these. And it comes in, so it comes with 8 different pens and 8 different sizes, as it says right here on the box. I don't know how long they're going to keep saying these 3 are new, but I've been using it for a long time. And I always restock these. I like to have backups of these. These are all the sizes and everything. My favorites to use are the SC, which is a big kind of brush pen. It's good for filling things in. You have a SB, which is very long. It's great, especially when it's brand new. It's like using an actual paintbrush. And then the 1.5, which is great for doing borders like these, for comic panels. I always use this to do borders and things, outlines around characters, like so. That was done with this size as well. And on the flip side, my other favorite, I really use all of these in the box. The B as well. I like the big brushes because I do so much black work. And you also have the really tiny brushes, which is on the far end of it. This is a XS, super small. I don't even know if you guys can see that. It's really tiny, but I use that for a lot of stuff. A lot of the background elements are done with those, just to give them that sense of distance. A lot of my feathering is done with that as well. You can see textures, a lot of the time I'll just use the XS and do that. A lot of the textures on people's faces and stuff, the skin, because you don't want those lines too big or they'll be distracting, especially when compared to the outlines around them. So I just use the XS and go in. And also I do that for the cross hatching for things like this, to give more texture to clothing. So yeah, those are basically the main things that I use for my comic work these days. I didn't go over my entire arsenal of tools because I don't use them as much as I used to. I'm getting mostly hired just for really simple comic stuff a lot of the time. I do have my digital gear too, but maybe I'll do that in a separate video. All it is really is my Wacom tablet. Let me go find that actually. I can just put it in here. Here is the box for the Wacom. It's an Intuos straw, as you guys can see. This is Lois's art. I was totally psyched when I saw this on the front. She's a pretty big deal on the internet, in the art world, if you guys don't know her. I don't even need to give you links, just go and Google her name. It's Lois, but with an H at the end. Shout out to her. It's a great art. I thought it was very cool to see that on the cover. It's an Intuos straw. Really simple. It's a lot smaller than the older tablet, the Bamboo Fun we used to have. And this is it. Cable's a pretty good length. I never needed to go longer than that. And this is the pen right here. It says Wacom at the top. It's got 2 buttons, customary 2 buttons. It's 4 buttons on the actual tablet itself. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Little hand can just about cover it. I have big hands, I think. And that lets me do a lot of digital work. And I'll probably put some on the screen right about now. And it's pretty useful. I'm pretty sure I only paid like maybe 30 or 40 bucks or something for it too. It's actually pretty cheap. The Intuos straw, because it's not a full-size tablet like they usually have. I think that about wraps it up for Art Supply of Atlas Part 1, the remake. Let me guys know if you want me to do any more videos like this where I just show off some gear or something like that. maybe you guys have a really good idea for something that you want to see or something that I haven't gone over yet. And thank you again to Gucci Gutter for suggesting I do this video. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'll have all my links in the sites below as usual, and additional videos in the cards above. And at the end, of course, you know, I run some videos over there with links you can click on as well if you want to see more of my work. I do tutorials, I do speed drawings, I do everything. I take suggestions, of course, so if you have anything that you want me to see, leave your comments again in the comment section below. I'll make sure to get back to you. I respond to everyone, I really do. I always appreciate getting feedback and things like that, so I like to stay engaged with my fans as well. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about or want me to go over, just leave it in the comment. I will definitely do it. So yeah, like I said in my very first version of this video, I'll paraphrase it because I don't remember it exactly, but you really don't need expensive gear to make good art. You know, you can just use what you have, because as good as the tools are, you're the one who makes the art. The art is just a tool for you to use. You gotta make sure all your basics are down, your fundamentals, gotta make sure you know your anatomy, your color theory, your lighting, whatever like that. I do tutorials on all of those, so definitely check out my YouTube channel if you want to get more help with that. But all this stuff is just really cheap stuff you can probably find anywhere with the exception of the Faber-Castells or whatever. Those are specialty items and things like that. You have to order those online. But everything else is really simple, really cheap, just 99-cent store stuff. I've had a lot of this gear for just years and years. This is an old pencil, old ruler I used to do school with, old pencil sharpener. It's got stains on it. You know, it's really simple stuff, but as long as you know what you're doing, there's really no tool that can destroy your work or elevate your work. It's all about how you use the tools. Because you can even use a dry brush and do some really cool effects with that. I've seen guys like Jim Lee use dry brushes and do all kinds of textures, and some guys use ink wash. My brother uses ink wash a lot of the time. There's really no limit. It's all about your imagination. It's all about how much time you are willing to put into your craft to be able to master the tools. I won't say I've mastered the tools because I'm always learning, but I know enough to make a lot of this stuff just work. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. Let me know if you guys like the video. Like I already said, more on the way. Please subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.
Want